The executive chairman, Karu Government Area, James Bauer Thomas, was elected as chairman on Wednesday, 6 October 2021, alongside other chairmen in all the 13 local government areas of Nasarawa State under the platform of the All Progressive Congress (APC), and were sworn in on Friday, 8 October 2021. Shortly after being sworn in, James Thomas officially assumed office on Monday, 11 October 2021, accompanied by his team supporters, friends and political associates. James Bauer Thomas, who holds a traditional title of Jarumi Kodabe, succeeded Samuel Gejere Akala, the former chairman of Karu Government, who also contested alongside with him for the second term but lost to James Thomas at the APC primaries. During his electioneering, James Thomas pledged to focus on key areas that will bring development to the entire Karu Government area. These include health, education, infrastructures, women and youth empowerment, electricity, security, among others.
There was a certain time we pronounced the issue of step down or stand down, which people felt I should not call it coffee. And that we did with what was really happening, but it really helped a long way. But even though we left it, we have challenge in terms of security in Karu. There are ones that are indoor, there are ones that are outdoor. The outdoor are the bandits that comes and the armed robbers, but we thank God with the security men that are here. Frankly speaking, they have been helping to curtail some of their activities. And even the issue of what they call these guys, these cultists. Before, you can see cultists moving on the street, collecting, snatching phones. But now, they are nowhere because our security men are at alert. Most especially, I learned they have a specific day. So when these days come, they alert me earlier, and we know how to mobilize to tell them that truly we are on ground. And those kind of things are being averted. But there are those who are so nuisance to us. But some came with good intention, but some with bad motive, like the Kekena Pep and the Going. They are becoming nuisance in the sense that they take the law into their hands and behave any way they want to behave without knowing that there is government on ground. And that is why of recent, I dissolved the union of the Kekena Pep. That doesn't mean that I have stopped the Kekena Pep from functioning, but I dissolved the union because the union were up to 11. And we can see that they were taking over the local government without knowing that there's authority that's on ground. For instance, when the fuel price was added, common sense, you're supposed to tell your customers, today, I'm not collecting 10 naira from you, I'm collecting 20 naira. But that did not happen. They barricaded the road and, chanting and snatching people's telephones. Whereas, even if you want to demonstrate or you want to protest on something, you have to go and seek the consent of the security so as to guide you in the process of what you want to do. So with this, at times, if there's small hold-up, you find that they follow one way and by causing nuisance to other ones. So those are the reasons why we are still battling with them.
In order to improve business activities in and around the council secretariat, James Thomas purchased and installed an electricity transformer to boost power supply and renovated the council secretariat's fence, guest house, and installed power wires to ensure security in the secretariat, as well as building and furnished a block of 5 offices within the secretariat's premises. Health is wealth. James Thomas initiated free medical outreach for minor and major surgeries across 3 health facilities centers in Karu Government Area, to include Maraba Medical Center, Karshi and Panda General Hospital respectively, as well as organized a 1-day free eye treatment and other illnesses at Tatara, also in Panda Development Area.
We were able to achieve some of our plans when we came to the office, most especially the issue of giving life to the most vulnerable. This we did by ensuring that surgeries freely are given to some of our people. We did that for good 4 days. This we have a center at Panda, at Karshi, and here in Mararaba. Why we did that? To enable those who have such challenges to be able to access the free medical surgery easily. And this we did it, and frankly speaking, it gladdens my heart, because when we have such service being rendered to our people, I knew the comment some were making, because somebody will be with an ailment for some donkey years, but there's no way out to put it off. But until we came, you can hear confession from them, and we know we really touched lives by saying no matter how much you give him, that wouldn't have paid him what he wanted. But for you to remove the element from him that has been with him, I think it's a very good one.
After such a laudable project, and also to ensure good facilities at the primary healthcare centers, the chairman, Karu Government Area, James Thomas, reconstructed a primary healthcare center in Adogbagi, Karu Ward to enable the community have access to healthcare services.
And also, we are able to renovate some of the health facilities. We have one at Koya, we had one at Ado here. So those are the kind of a health distance. And also there were free medical outreach we also had at Tatara. That one did not include operation. And you want to talk about eyes clinic. We have been having collaboration with some private NGOs that normally comes. We take them to Masaka, which are presently, as I'm talking to you right now, we have an NGO that is helping us in the idea. It's going to be a free operation. Anyone that we have almost 18 persons on ground, which soon as I have to facilitate to move them to Abuja, because they say the issue of moving them to Abuja has to be taken care by the chairman.
Education is a bedrock of every society. James Thomas said under his watch, education must be given the needed attention, which is why he set the ball rolling by renovating Gurku LEA Primary School in Gurku Kabusu Ward. The renovation of Karshi LEA Primary School in Karshi 2 Electoral Ward, where students and pupils enjoyed a conducive study environment.
To say the sound, I'll read it before you say it after me. Is that?
Yes.
Just keep quiet and listen to me.
We're so happy because before we don't have enough classes. At times we do teach outside. At times when it is raining for raining season, rain at times will stop us from teaching the pupils. But now that we have the renovation of this section, we're so happy and we're so grateful to the chairman.
Water is said to be life. Based on this assertion, the executive chairman of Karu Government, James Thomas, drilled 15 sets of boreholes across the 11 electoral wards of Karu Government to alleviate the sufferings faced by the people.
I'll first of all start with the Bagaji Bridge, which I know you may have seen it. This was a bridge that when we were campaigning, it wasn't easy for you to pass to Bagaji, but to God be the glory. Immediately I came, that was the first project I did. And then we had the 10-kilometer Koya Road, which is under construction, and some culverts, not less than 5 in that road. The one that goes to Joma Daki, we've constructed it. And then if you go to Bingham University, there's a culvert that we constructed there just to ease the movement of the people that are there. If you go to here, Gwandara, this is downtown, you can see the bridge that has been separating people. Most people, when it's raining, they find it difficult until the rains are over. But now I want to assure you that they can move there freely. And in terms of infrastructure too, when this accident happened at Tudunwada, if you go there, you see some speed bumps that we said to put. We are the one that paid for all those bombs so as to avert any accident that will come. We don't want to talk about the issue of infrastructure, like the supply of water. We have supplied not less than 13 borehole. We have 11 wards. Each ward has one borehole dug by my administration, and then Tatara 2, Takalafia, where this incident took place. I decided to give it 2 there because to put at least some remarkable mark within that area. And then there's an ongoing construction of a bridge around that Tatara. The truth is that we're not finished it, but you can see that bridge has consumed a lot of life, and we're just waiting. Peradventure will have any ecological form. By the grace of God, we're going to finish that work.
To enhance free movement of people, goods and services, the executive chairman of Karu local government constructed 2 box culverts in Jeun-Koya Road, the upgrade of 10 kilometers Jeun-Koya Road, as well as the construction of Bagaji Bridge to a modern standard, which had been a death trap to the passers-by. On security, James Thomas, apart from providing logistics to the security for smooth operation, he empowered the security in their quest of fighting crimes in and around Karu and its environs through the purchase of a Hilux van and donated to Vigilant Group Karu Division, just as he also collapsed 11 tricycle groups known as Keke Napep operators into one for peace and unity of residents.
Wani kasa bacci wala ba ku isa ba, muna da hukumar su kuma dole gwamnati na kasa da ba wanda ya tsaye da mana. Ka zo nima abincin ka ne, muna Allah ka zo nima abincin ka tashi lafiya, but wallahi za ka zo nima abincin ka zo ka rena mana wayo a nan wala ba kai isa ba. Amma abin da ya bata min rai shine kungiyoyin da yake suna amfani da shi ke they are uncontrollable, kuma da halayen da suke yi. Kana ga mutane suna rike da daga at any time they can stab you. Kan kaina, I was a living witness. Wallahi na soka na gudu ne muna bin wani suka yi wala su stab wani. So we want to know su wani irin kungiyoyi ne suke da wayannan halayen. Moreover, maganar kungiyoyi daban-daban ba za a yi ta da mu ba.
He also spoke on the return of people of Takalafia community in Panda developed area after a communal clash between farmers and Fulani herdsmen as part of his achievement.
It has not been easy to reunite the people of Takalafia to enable them to come back to their various farms. These are peasants farmers. I want to first of all thank God and thank God for the life of the executive governor for his prompt action, unrelented, to ensure that these people have succor, even with the challenge that they have encountered. This place, the first thing is to secure themselves. Before you go to farm, you have to secure your environment. They have to work on themselves to see how they will clear the bushes that are here. We just went and saw some boreholes right now. On my own part, to ensure that water is life. To get that water back, we have to make sure we fix that borehole for them. But on their own little way, they can be able to be clearing the bush before they now confront the issue of the farm. The issue of Takalafia, everybody knew what happened there. Even as I'm talking to you now, I'm battling with money. Every 2 weeks, I have to foot the bills of not less than 1.5 to ensure that those people are living in peace. As I'm talking to you now, we are in our 5th week. Because when there was a clash between the farmers and the herders, all these people deserted their houses. But for me to take them back, I know how it took me. I know the financial implication because the issue of security is a capital-intensive project. So I would have said I wouldn't bother about them, let them hang where they want to hang. But these people are predominant farmers and they are so productive. So I have to make sure I fast-track the security men and we took them down there. And the military, as I'm talking to you right now, they are still there. They need some assistance. And I have to make sure that I foot the bills. So those are the things that we're doing. And you talk about the super camp. The governor instructed the president, special commissioner of special duty, as in charge of security. We went there, we saw for ourselves with battalion 177 to see a strategic place that the super camp will be at Panda, because we have a boundary with Kaduna and Abuja, and those are hilly areas. So there is need for a super camp to be there so as to curtail any criminal act. So far so good. The governor is not relenting. The commissioner for special duty on security is not relenting, and we on the ground, We are not relating. We are pushing on by the grace of God. If that is being done, I know the place is going to be a safe haven.
Worried by the way a man and woman suffered in the society, James Thomas empowered 350 women in skills acquisition to enable them to be self-reliant across the 11 electoral wards of the local governments.
And the advantage of it is that we have population in our local government. Because population is one thing. There is nothing you produce that the population cannot consume it. It's not about that have this handwork at hand. I tell how we have hiding.
And then there were some empowerment we did for skills acquisition for women, which almost 350 women benefited. They were given skills in making different varieties of things. Is this shampoo? Is this soap? And so many of them. This we did by giving them talking to go and start on their own. Who knows? Somebody will not get it and come back and tell you. But our joy is that the market is here. Anything you learn and learn properly, there's no how you cannot dispose it. Most people, I used to tell them that if you can do it perfectly, people will be following you to where you are to purchase all those things.
To affirm the saying that every human beings are equal in the society, James Thomas took the bull by the horn by distributing 100 tricycles to people with the special needs, also called physically challenged persons, across the local government area to enable them have a sense of belonging.
Together with sewing, the machines that are used to sew shoes, so that in every location, let there be this disabled person that can gather themselves in one place and be able to make shoes instead of them just sitting and begging. Everybody was happy when it was shared. The Karu himself was personally here.
The chairman, Karu local government, within short time in office, said youth play a critical role in nation building, hence the need for them to be involved in governance. To make his statement a reality, he appointed persons with proven integrity to assist him by contributing their quota to the development of Karu local government area. They include special advisors, senior special assistants, personal assistants, and supervisory councillors, among others. With his love and passion for sporting activities, James Thomas organized 2 editions of Karu local government football competition 2022 and 2023 to foster unity among youth, thereby creating employment opportunity among the jobless youth of the area.
Very necessary to have this kind of a competition in Karu, considering the dense population that we have in this local government, and most especially if you want to bring more unity, to foster more unity with the youth. I think those are the kind of a game you will engage the youth into, because you can see there is no discrimination, there is no issue of religion, there is no issue of tribal. You can see how people are happily united here. And then again, we felt this is the only avenue with the population that we have. And you know, sport business is a lucrative business. there are some youths that with this avenue that has been given to them to showcase their talent. I definitely know Karu because of the population that we have here. There are a lot of talented players here.
Tradition, they said, is a root of human life. The executive chairman of Karu local government area organized the first ever Karu local government cultural fiesta to showcase cultural heritage of different nationalities residing in the area. The event was attended by dignitaries from all walks of life.
If you want to sustain peace, you need to keep bringing people together so that they can always meet and appreciate the uniqueness in other cultures.
A gathering like this makes people to know that every tribe have their own cultural attire, because it's not all that know that they have their own attire. But if you look at majority here, they are wearing this ashoki that I'm wearing, and then every tribe have their own color and their design.
The secretary of the council, Vakba Danladi, and Alhaji Aliu Musa Turaki also spoke on the achievements recorded so far by the executive chairman within 2 years in office.
So many projects in terms of road infrastructure, bridges, culverts, grading of roads. He has been able to do that. And in terms of empowerment, he has been able to train both youth and women to acquire skills for self-independence. And that he has done to about 350 women. He has done that to the youths. He has also assisted the disabled. So that he has done a lot, and people are clapping hands for him. In terms of health, he carry out free medical outreach, specifically even in my own ward, first and foremost when he assumed into office. And he carry out surgery across the local government. That it is difficult for any chairman to have done that.
Fannin tsaro sosai ai ɗaukan mataki da yake yi daban-daban ta hanyoyi ta ganawa da community idan abu ya same su, ta ƙoƙarin ya ga ya sa hannuwansa ya kuma daidaita tsakani. Wannan aiba shine babban tasiri wanda za ka ɗauki wannan gwamnati ta local government ta yi. Wannan muna jinjina mashi game da irin waɗannan abubuwa da ya kawo. ina gaya ma cewa ta fannin ilimi kawo da na gaya ma idan ka dibi wasu makarantu waɗanda shekaru da dama ba a wata cikakkar koyarwa saboda rashin wato ita kanta makarantar ba ta da kayayyakin da ya kamata ta samu. So amma zuwan shi idan ka dibi makarantu waɗanda suka lalace, waɗanda aka tada, da kuma irin waɗanda musamman ya samu wasu kayayyaki domin ya ga ilimi ya inganta a wannan ƙaramar hukuma.
Some beneficiaries of the projects, however, commended the giant strides of the chairman towards elevating the price of the masses.
As you can see, this primary here at the beginning is not like this. The structure is local before, and there are plenty things. There are plenty things that this hospital that has impact for this community. Even for this community before, we carry the patient to Massacre primary health care, but now it's not like that. If you have a patient now, you can quickly come to this primary health care, and we get it very easy.
And we like the way the nurses and the doctor was cooperating with us. They used to give us a good treatment. When we come to the hospital, there is a good treatment. There is not any disturb. When you come to the hospital, there is enough nurses, enough doctors in the hospital.
Well, before this water pot break, we have been fetching water in the river, which when we go to fetch water, sometimes we will not have water, and the water is very dirty. Yes, honestly, we are grateful. This water will change the life of women because this water is very clean, more than the one we have been taking before.
Other stakeholders, Zubairu Adamu Gurku, Jonathan Bulushawe, and Stanley Wodi, a resident of Gurku, Jewu and Nyanya Gondara respectively.
He has done so many things. He's doing what it's supposed to be doing. In terms of education, let's look at that aspect. If you go to pilot science primary school, there is a project that he executed.
Yes, initially the community started the project, but get to a stage the community could not continue with the project, and that was when they now invited the local government, and the local government, finish it to this stage that it is right now. We honestly appreciate the local government for his timely intervention for the project. We really appreciate it as a community.
Honestly, I would say since the Karu was formed or was created as a local government, we haven't had the chairman who we didn't even recognize the government. We are not seeing the government achievement until when we had this chairman of this Karu local government. This road, there is no way you follow this road and come back. Sometimes you will see people, the road has already collapsed earlier than this time because people are finding it difficult for them to be able to connect from here to Massacre.
His Royal Highness Kefas Gata is the traditional ruler of Koya in Kotabe Chiefdom. His counterparts, John Adamu of Jehu Danka, Chief Bako Tuta of Jehu 1, and Prince Joseph Sabo is the Magajin Kotabe Chiefdom.
In fact, all these projects that you mentioned have been making improvement to the community entirely, and everything has been performing well for the project he made from this community. We were living in bad conditions before, without this project. Advice of it is that I'm advising the politicians based on their performances that whatever they be on the position, let them do good to the community.
Because it's through him that we can able to access the road. Because before, the road was not motorable. He cannot even access from Jeon to Massacre. That period, before Kada carry you have to spend like 500 because of the bad road. But honestly, they grade the road Today the road is motorable, we are free to pass.
Gaskiya ba mu taba samu wani chairman wanda nan daga masaka har zuwa koya an gyara mana hanya ba. Kukan mu dai kawai Ali ba shi hanyar wanda zai sa mana kwalkwale. Gaskiya mu yaba mishi. Kwarai da gaske.
Well, across the places an yayi bohol nan kushika yayi jawun ma yayi koya ma yayi kujipi yayi so muna gan aikin da yayi far back akwai wadansu ciyamomin sun zo kuma za su yi bohol ko su ce sun ba da shi 6 a cikin 11 ward sun ba da shi kowane pulling ko award daya sai a suggestion inda za sa amma wannan this time har mun samu wannan kushika ta samu muna yi ma Allah godiya.
The executive chairman, Karu government area, James Thomas, has been described as the best local government chairman in Nasarawa State, who always attends to different groups, individuals, and organizations rather than running away from the people, just like others. Promised to execute projects that has direct impact on the lives of the people within the next 1 year remain in office. Only time shall tell.